Did you ever think that you needed a laundry simulator in your life? Did you ever want to own your own arcade? What if you could do both of these things with strong early 90s flair from the comfort of your gaming PC? Watch on and find out. My name is Thoraxe, and this is Strategy for Busy People. If you've got a few minutes, I'll tell you what to play. When I first learned about Arcade Paradise by Nosebleed Interactive, I was super excited because I thought it was kind of a sim/builder game like Recipe for Disaster. But then I saw that it was a weird first-person thing where you literally did laundry, and I got turned off. But then it ended up in my library, and I figured I'd take a swing at it. I spent 6.5 hours plunging toilets and picking up stuck bubblegum, so how bad could it have been? The premise of the game is fun and unique. Your dad is this total absentee jerk-sounding, rich-seeming guy who has given you full-time employment as the manager of the family laundromat, which is one of a sea of family holdings. Your job, as far as dear old dad is concerned, is to keep the laundromat humming, earn a buck, learn some business, and then go work somewhere else in the family empire. You have other plans. You see, early on in your laundering of clothing, you unlock the back storeroom only to discover that there are a few classic arcade cabinets sitting back there. And your sister quickly helps you realize that you can expand your operations without Pops becoming any wiser to it. So you hatch a plan with your sister's inside City Hall assistants to focus on the arcade side of things while still finding time to pick up trash and clean underpants. The fact that this game combines first-person things, management-y things, and arcade games and somehow does all of them quite well is frankly astounding. This is practically 3 games in one, which is no small feat on its own. But it's actually dozens of games in one because all of the arcade games are playable. And in fact, you have to play arcade games to be successful. So let's talk about that for a moment. The arcade will make a little money, but what really causes the quarters to roll in... Okay, wait, that has to be one of my best puns yet. Seriously? No? Not even a chuckle? Man, tough crowd. So what really causes the quarters to roll in is completing goals in the playable arcade games. All of the arcade games are inspired by real arcade games from the special Gen X adolescence era of the late 80s and early 90s. If you have spent any time in arcades in the late 80s/early 90s period, nearly every single arcade game you play inside Arcade Paradise will give you nostalgia for something. It's almost like having Midway Arcade wrapped in its own game. But anyway, the goals. Each game has specific goals, and if you achieve those goals, the game will become more popular. More popular games bring in more revenue, which seems obvious, but the other arcade cabinets that are near a popular game will also, by nature of proximity, get more plays too. You don't directly make money by playing the arcade cabinets, kind of. So let's talk quickly about money. You make money by performing tasks around the laundromat, which includes, but is not limited to, washing people's clothes, drying people's clothes, picking up trash and gum, plunging the toilet, depositing the trash into the dumpster, taking money out of the arcade cabinets and the laundry token machine. All of these activities give you regular dollars, and many of these activities are accompanied by totally rad sound effects and minigames. Regular dollars can be used on your dial-up computer in the office to purchase additional video game cabinets or to purchase expansions to your operations. A few days into the game, your dad decides to send you random to-do chores that appear in your PDA. Your PDA is also used to manage some aspects of the arcade games, such as their difficulty or cost per play. As you complete the to-do list tasks, you get a different kind of money that can be used to purchase various upgrades. These upgrades generally provide benefits to your performance in the various tasks, like being able to move faster or having a garbage bag that holds more trash and other things. There's also a jukebox which plays real music, which is actually good music across many genres appropriate to the time period, and you can even buy additional music for the jukebox. You have a limited amount of time to spend each day inside the laundromat/arcade, and balancing between achieving the to-do lists, cleaning up the place, doing actual laundry, and improving the arcade becomes the real strategic aspect of the game. That and trying to high score on the arcade cabinets, too. Before I give my final verdict, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to share it with your friends. Agree with me, disagree with me, or want to see other content? Let me know in the comments below. Want to try this game yourself? Check out my humble affiliate link below. And if you want to support me in making more of these videos, become a patron on Patreon. Your support really makes a difference. The final verdict. Nearly every single arcade game inside Arcade Paradise is well made, and honestly, some of them are really fun to play. The mixture of random first-person things and the little bit of management and the arcade nostalgia all come together to form a relaxing experience. However, after a while, everything starts to seem the same, and some grind sets in. I stopped playing mostly because it seemed like there would be a lot of repetition involved before I had fully swapped out the laundry equipment for arcade cabinets. On my trademark 3-point score scale of avoid, meh, and I forgot to eat, there was plenty of already been chewed gum to pick up, toilets to unclog, and underpants to wash, but none of these things are particularly delicious. So in spite of my desire to play just one more round of blockchain, I packed up my things and headed home for dinner. Well, I headed upstairs for dinner, but you know what I meant. The game is fun, and it really hit me in the nostalgic feels for my time in arcades growing up. If you long for those days, this game might be the thing for you. Just don't step in the gum.